Hello, this is Ani. Welcome to the midweek update of the weekly market outlook, which is a rare occurrence, but today, after today's happening, it certainly has to be. This scenario that unfolded today, I told you about on Monday, and if you have listened to my outlooks prior to this, I've been talking about this possibility of these levels for quite a while. And so no surprises for those that may have listened before, and I hope you were prepared for it. On the other hand, what is also true is I did not expect it to unfold this quickly. As you recall, on Monday I talked about the possibility of this happening, but I was looking at a monthly chart and thinking that it would unfold maybe in a week or two, but certainly not within a day. Okay, so let's take a look at what happened today. If you look at the 1 minute chart, you can see this severe drop early in the that's right at market open, and then the test, what I call the 50% rule test, but it went higher. Of course, when you have such a deep drop, the bounce tends to be a little bit more aggressive, and then we tested even lower below that, and now recovering back to those levels roughly in that 50% range. Let's see what can happen from here. Starting with the daily, and I know I'm using the Dow Jones Industrial. This really illustrates many things much better. If you can see that we have dropped below this support area right there, and tested down to the 15. Today was the 15.855, and the next below that is what I was talking about, is the 15.550 area. Now this can happen in one day, or it can happen in a week one more time, but also what we have to consider is a testing back down to here, and then to test back up to the 16.5. That can also happen quickly, and watching for this level here at the 350 and pushing through that will definitely give us that possibility sooner than later. Okay, the level again to watch is the 16,000, and then below that we are going to be watching the 15.8 once again, and below that we are coming to the realization that we could test at 15.5 sooner. If I look at the monthly on which I was basing this and showing it to you the other day, I was looking at this possibility occurring, and it is happening, but now I'm looking further out, and if I do that, coming to another scenario, then it could be something like this. Now that is going to be that would be severe. This one would be minor and expected. So looking at the future, we might say that we could be testing the top here, right there, at about the 14,141. A breakout, a reversal breakout, would have to take us past this level and then this level in order to retest the top and then move higher back into this channel. Once again, if I look at it on the daily, that's going to give you this a little better scenario perhaps of what I'm talking about. There are several days worth of recovery here, and I don't know if we can expect that to be happening the same fashion as it did right here. Remember, everybody was saying how strong that was. I don't know if we'll have that oomph back in the market after these past weeks, as you can see. Take a look at the end of the SPX, which looks pretty much the same on the daily. This will be the support line the next one to look for, which we basically tested, but this is a long tail here that likes to be filled. So let's take a look at the 1850 one more time, the 1825 one more time, and then possibly dropping down to the 1810 and below. The next below the support we're looking at is basically the 1774 to 1776 to Bertha Nation. Okay, so that's the SPX. If I look at the monthly chart on that, I try to give you another scenario right here of a possible support area, which would be the 1800 maybe, or as I said, the 17, about the 1730 on this one. We'll see how far it can carry out here, 17, 17, 17, 18 region. Now looking at, I'm going to jump over to the NDX on the monthly also, and you can see here that we have broken this support line, and now we're going to look at this as being the next support area, the 35.93, 95 area, and below that we're going to be looking at the 3400. This chart looks different on the monthly than what we've been looking at, but this has been also moving up much more rapidly than the other two that we have followed. The NASDAQ just really took off this on 2012, and you can see that it has the potential of perhaps carrying this, moving this to the 3611, maybe 3500 of the next test. Okay, this is once again the monthly. I am not panicking. I'm not telling you to panic. I am saying that what if we are prepared to the possibilities of not only the ups but also the downs, then there can be no surprises. Then we can take advantage of both. And speaking of which, if we're looking at this moving back up, the 3800 will be important, and so will this area, the 3880, the 3890, 3885, and then moving higher. Of course, this major resistance would be 3970, and that's, we're talking about 100 points each time. Okay, so don't expect it to be happening within a day, but you never know these things. So be ready, and as I say, from the possible to the actual, that's always really something to keep in mind, because first we have to see the possible before we can realize the actual. Have a great day, and good luck in the markets, and always trade it well and carefully. Bye-bye.